What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Well, today we're going to be talking about something that's pretty serious, man. The state of affairs of America. Time's running out. Time is running out. Look at how we are right now. We're divided. Do we really have a country? We don't have a border. Our elections aren't safe, right? And we get taxed like you wouldn't believe. So, with those three things, do you really have a border? Or not a border, but a country? I don't know, man. But there's a storm coming because time's running out. And we've got to get ready for this storm. I don't know. We're going to dive into this, and I don't know where my channel is going to be after this, man. But we're going to have to like and share this stuff. Let everybody know about it. Because we've got to get ready. We've got to get right. We've got to get prepared for what's coming. Look at how, okay, topics. Let's go ahead and cover them. We've got more people coming across the border than we want to really acknowledge. And the type of people that are trying to get over here. What are they? All military-age males? Very few women and children? Men go to take over a nation when it's just a group of men. Men flee a nation when they take women and children with them. Not very many women and children. And the men that are bringing children with them mostly are doing it in nefarious ways. Look at the state of affairs with BRICS and everything going on in the nation and the American dollar. That's going south quick too. Look at the stand we have with other nations. Russia, China, anywhere. You want to go India. It keeps going on. We can go to Iran, Saudi Arabia, all these nations that we're in a bad spot with. And we're the last ones. People talk about us being the world's police, and I'm not for that. But if we go down, there's nobody coming to save us. You understand that, right? That's where we're at. So what do we need to do as men? We need to understand that what's coming down the pike is not going to be good. And if it comes to fruition, which God, I hope it does not happen. But if it does, we're going to be in a world of hurt as a society, as the people of this nation, that I don't know if we can recover unless we're prepared, unless us as men get prepared for what might be coming. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen. If it's going to be sleeper cell, a whole invasion, just economic collapse, and we just fade away. And I'd rather burn out than fade away, right? So this is what we need to be doing. We need to get this right, and we need to get straight on it. We need to, number one, get fit and learn how to fight. Take it. Get fit. Quit being the guy on the couch eating ho-hos and all these other things. Pay attention to what you're putting in your mouth and have the discipline and discernment to know what is poison and what isn't. I can't help you there. There's plenty of other videos out there. Study that and you'll get there. The other one you need to understand with being fit is doing hard things that make you sweat. Because if you don't do those hard things, then we don't have any way of knowing what you're going to be capable of. When it comes time and you're having to go down the road, sucking wind, are you going to be able to make it? Are you going to be able to carry your children? Are you going to want your children to look at you and be like, Daddy, why did you quit? Why couldn't you carry me to safety? Well, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to have that. The other one, you have to mentally prep yourself to what might have to be done or what you might have to do. Or not even that, what you might see and how you're going to be for your family around you when those things happen. How are you going to be strong? How are you going to be stoic? How are you going to be the leader through that? For your family, for your kids, and for your wife. How are you going to prepare for that? Get out there and find it. You have to spiritually prep yourself. I don't care how you feel about that. I don't. Jesus is the only way. There's no other way to the Father except through Christ. Fight me all day you want on that. I don't care. I'll die on that hill. I don't care. It's the only way. Get in the Word, study it, and know it. Figure out who the Father is. You can know those things. And know that you have salvation. And know how victory will come. Because it's coming. As bad as it seems sometimes, victory is coming. And you have to know that to be able to persevere through the hard times to come. Through all that stuff, can you survive? And if you survive, can you lead? Are you going to be just somebody who cries in the corner? Are you going to be an asset? Or are you going to be a problem? Are you going to be the dud? Or are you going to rise to the occasion? Well, you only rise to the level of training that you've ever been to, so you better get into training. That brings me up to the other one. Get firearms training. Get with groups and train. There's some laws now that they're trying to put out where you can't do that. Well, bring that all they want. I'm not stopping. So get together, train, get good training. Hopefully one day I can have that brought to you and that'll work out. But right now I don't have time. I run my own business and trying to do this. All right. Give me time. I got plans. Just give me time. All right. But back to that. Can you lead? So if you've gone through all this stuff and you're here and you're in this hard situation, have you prepped yourself so that you could lead the people around you when that situation arrives? Have you talked to people in your community to kind of drop those Easter eggs about it's going to get bad? It's probably going to get worse before it gets better. Have you done that as a man? Have you started contingency plans for your family, where your children need to go, and where your wife needs to go, and where you're going to go? These are things we got to think about and we've got to hash out. Also, you need to know that it's going to be harder than you think. Even if you prep for it all day long and you might have lived through some of it, it's going to be harder than you think. And you've got to learn and prepare your mind that your adversary is probably going to be harder and better than you think. If you do those things, you'll be successful. You will overcome. You will adapt. You will get to the level that needs to be done for your family and your community. You have to do those things. If you don't do those things, you're never going to be able to beat them. If you underestimate your enemy, they're going to take you out. End of story. If you're not prepared mentally, you're going to wash out. You're going to be pushed away. Saw it many times. If you can't mentally silence all that stuff that's in there and not speak all the nastiness that's in your head of that you can't do, if you think that, push that down deep as you can. Don't believe it. Because the moment you speak it, your body deteriorates and you will not complete it. And if you do complete it, you're going to have to dig down 100% harder to get through that whatever situation. The spoken word is important and it matters. I've seen it over and over again. All right. So that's what we need to do. We need to be working out daily. We need to be watching what we eat. We need to be getting training. We need to prep ourselves mentally and spiritually. We need to be in the Word. We need to be in prayer. And we need to be doing this stuff with our families. Because a family that prays together stays together. And that's what we need to be doing. All right, guys. As us as Rams, we need to get our place in the herd. We need to become the leaders. We need to become the guides that we need to be and the mentors we need to be in our society and in our families. So let's step it up. Let's be the parts of the herd that we need to be. Let's join the herd. Like, share, subscribe, guys. That's the end of my period of instruction. I'm Oscar Mike.